That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like everybody is just a player for her on a stage, and she kind of just presides over it, detached. What a cool concept. There's some really great editing here I want to talk about. Genshin Impact Archons. When I hear that term, I think of the grandiosity and the sophistication of Zhongli. I think of the dichotomy of Raiden Shogun's personality. So what are we going to experience today in the character demo for Furina, All the World's a Stage from Genshin Impact? I'm very excited. If you enjoy our time together, please consider watching some of the other videos we've covered on this channel. We recently got into World of Warcraft, and we're going through all of the World of Warcraft cinematics in order. But let's do this. All right, Hoyoverse, what have you cooked up for us today? Who's everybody's favorite Archon? Okay. A show. Oh, what? Okay. That's so funny. Furina de Fontaine. This is her, like, compared to Zhongli, who's in the shadows. Just a celebrity. That's hysterical. Unless this is like a fantasy she's having, which is also very possible. I love the vibe so far. Obviously very Fontaine. Funny.
Vocal cords are ready. Blood sugar replenished.
Interesting.
Let the show begin.
Oh, liking the music a lot. Furina, endless solo of solitude. We'll have to catch that text next time, guys. It's too quick to read. My dear vassal, it is not a foe that you can take lightly handle. I couldn't read it fast enough. I love the silent film. Obviously, you know, if you've seen any films from that era, it's a really, really unique style. It's awesome they're referencing it here. Look at her fighting style. It has a kind of like relaxed feel to it. She's chilling, sending out these attacks, which I really like. Very different vibe from the other Archons, which I kind of like. It's nice to have it mixed up. That's awesome. And these are like her characters and her play. I'm getting this feeling that, like, yeah, all the world's a stage. It's a quote from As You Like It from William Shakespeare. You know, everybody has their place. Everybody, you know, has a role to play. So it's like interesting mindset she has here. Ooh, the music though. Okay. All right. Very, very clean. Oh, very nice shot there. We get a look at that shot. Yeah, really, really clean following motion of the camera. I love the film reel on the side. Yeah.
Hold it and action.
Awesome. So she's like just taking pictures of these like horrible situations, and her power is so great that she can just kind of do whatever she wants. Look at this. They're frozen in time. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like everybody is just a player for her on a stage, and she kind of just presides over it, detached in a very different way from the other characters. Wow. Like Nouvellette. Very different way from Nouvellette. Yeah, look at this. There's people fighting, and she's just loving life. What a cool concept. There's some really great editing here I want to talk about. Yeah, it's like, it almost feels like she's like kind of hiding from the reality of what's happening by using these people as players on the stage, or just kind of presiding over them. There's a lot to unpack here, and I really like that one, guys. That's awesome. We're going to look at it in detail. Like I said, if you enjoy our time, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. And we're doing Warcraft and stuff, which has been fantastic. Let's look at this. There's a couple things.
Spectacular show in the history of
So yeah, what an interesting concept. Like, she's just a celebrity. And again, let me know, lore experts on the Genshin side, what's happening here. Is this like a fantasy, how she sees the world, or is she actually a celebrity? I only ask that because some of the history of the Genshin stuff has been quite dark with the Archons. And you might think that that could be a similar situation here. But I really like what they did. Also, shout out to the Genshin team. The NPCs in Fontaine here seem to be like a big step up, just in sort of the detail of them. Very impressive. I'll turn off CC here so we can get a better feel for the composition. Yeah, this was cool. I mean, there's a real paper with her in it, so I assume it's not like a fantasy in her mind, unless it's a deep-rooted. It's interesting. She kind of has this scene where she's prepping on the stage. She says hydrated, blood sugar, juiced up.
Ready? Blood sugar replenished.
I really like this sort of lightness to it, though. Again, very different than the other Archon ones. This is where we missed the text, so now we can read it. Furina, endless solo of solitude, the absolute focus of the stage of judgment until the final applause sounds. So, like we said, stage of judgment. There's a kind of a little bit of a twist there. She's seeing like sort of crimes being committed at the rest of the thing, but she's, you know, snapping photos, having a great time, is completely detached emotionally, and is just having fun with the whole thing, which is kind of crazy. So let's continue on with that in mind. Action. I love it. Yeah, this kind of silent film era. And this is a character who we've not seen. I don't think we've gotten this character's demo yet. They look really cool. Furina de Fontaine says, "My dear vassal, this is not a foe you can lightly handle. Fret not, for it is I who shall dispose of such a foul being." So interesting. So yeah, this is how she views the world. She's like having this silent film internal monologue, making everything a production, everything just a fun situation. As she like fights these walruses or whatever the heck they are, and the other character's just like standing there like, let her have her fun, I guess. Funny. That's a character I don't know much about. I've seen her in a couple of the trailers. Looks cool. Hangs out with Nouvellette. Yeah, the camera work here is very interesting. It's very very lighthearted, very spirited. For example, we have this kind of like, you know, paper cutout thing. There's so much going on here. We had a silent film treatment, you know, with the subtitles on the screen. We have this, which is like a collage paper cutout type thing, like diorama. And like I said, the camera's very bouncy here. It kind of goes with the jazz feel and that just lightheartedness. And I think what's interesting too is there's not a lot of impact. Don't say it. No, don't you say it. No. There's a lot of impact in some of the shots. In the other trailers, like boom, when Zhongli hits, it's intense. It shakes the whole screen. There's some bubbles hitting here, you know, there's little sound effects and stuff. Even the sound design, it is the opposite of the other trailers. The sound design, if you go back and watch some of the Archon hits and stuff, I mean, you can barely hear that in the sound design. They toned it down. Yeah, let's keep it fun. Let's keep it light. It doesn't even look threatening. She's fighting a big crab guy. She's blowing bubbles at him. It's just bouncing off him. He's not dying or anything. It's okay. So it's like a kind of reflection of her mental state where like everything is, you know, everything's a play. Everybody's just players in this on this stage, and it's not that serious. You know, we're just having fun. I love that sort of lower frame rate. Again, feels like sort of like a kid show almost. Interesting choice. That was awesome. That was a really cool transition there. And this is just fun. Again, like the dancing. Actually, it was a really nice shot, though. You know, sort of lightness aside. Yeah, this is really cool. Moves around like that. Motivating the movement of the camera. Nice wider angle for this. And then we punch in. Yeah. Awesome. She's like introducing all of her friends. Rock, paper, scissors. And again, this is fascinating because it's like, it's her show. She's a celebrity in Fontaine. Man, I'm so curious about this character. Not what I expected at all. That is a great shot too. Nicely composed. This is where stuff gets fun, yeah. And the camera shutters. It's fun, yeah. It's like she really is a celebrity. Everybody's taking pictures and everything. That's hysterical. Yeah, that was the shot I wanted to talk about. Let's look at this one. Look at this. So we have there's all the camera snapping, and then this shot comes from below. Yeah, look at this. It's a quick shot, but there's a lot happening here. So we have this spin. Axis tilt on the camera comes up and then follows. Very, very timely follow of the motion of that spin. Yeah, and then we punch in and we cut, and it transitions to a different background. Man, what a cool little shot. Watch that again and kind of appreciate the thought and the time that goes into this. Look how short it is. It's like less than a second. It's less than a second. It's an awesome shot. Yeah. And again, that's a shot that's very hard to achieve with like sort of camera operation by a human in real life. Like if I was to do that, I'd be like, okay, it's gonna take a bit of planning. Definitely would want to practice a little bit, you know, before the talent was there. So she does kind of have a sword staff thing. I think she's carrying.
Natural smiles, please.
I thought that was the girl from Star Rail for a second. What's her name? Photographer.
Action.
And this is who is this character? I don't know if I've ever seen this character. It's a really cool design. Please tell me we're getting a character demo for her. That's awesome. But this is the funniest part to me. Nouvelette is being like framed or something. I don't even know what's going on. And she's just like, yeah, adjust your hair. We're taking a photo. Come on, adjust your hair. You gotta look good for the camera. Come on. It's like picture day at school. She's adjusting his hair. And this guy's just like, whatever. He's stuck in a magician drowning thing. He's like, come on. She's just loving it. Oh, I know who that is. That's the guy who's like, it was a good show. The guy's like asleep. And look at that. Wait. She's like playing with them like they're action figures. What is going on here? That's so interesting. And there's a gun pointed. Yeah, I really think it's meant to be like everybody's just her tools. She's playing around. And it's interesting because it's so lighthearted. And at no point does it actually break like we had in the video of the Archon from Sumeru. It breaks a little bit, and you have that sort of like, oh no, peering behind the curtain at the end. It's quite terrifying. This is not the case. It's light throughout, but if you think about it more, you're like, this is kind of disturbing, you know? So it's cool. It's kind of a different approach. It's a lot more subtle. Yeah. And then the vocals come in, like, what? This is awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of cinematic tools being used here, very, very cleverly. So weird that everybody's just like fighting and everything. This is awesome. Yeah, fighting and chaos and war. Like, what? And then everybody just like celebrates together. It really is that idea. You know, everybody's just a player on my stage. This is my thing. I'm so curious what like the end game of this character is. Like from seeing this, I would predict that, you know, eventually she's going to kind of unravel. You're going to have to confront this mindset, or rather her mindset on this is going to become a problem. But wow. And you're going to have to confront her in some way, but amazing. So interesting. And not at all what I expected. Yeah. Wow. Awesome. Well, that's that guy. I really like this one. It's not what I expected. I heard there's actually you guys on my Discord. Thank you so much for being there. Let me know. I think it was actually Synonym on Discord. Thank you for doing that. Let me know. There's also a character teaser for this character that's really good. So maybe we can check that out another day. But for now, we'll call it on this. Tomorrow, we're probably going to get back to World of Warcraft, going through the cinematics in order. So if you're subbed for that, no, fear not. We'll get back to it. And as far as Genshin, we'll cover the rest of this stuff as well. I really want to see 2 character demos though from Genshin. I want to see, I don't know if I can find her right now. Yeah, this character. Super interesting. Like the design is really cool, and it looks like it would be a playable character. I could be wrong. And then that other girl who looks like she's from Arcane. It looks like Cupcake from Arcane. I would love to see that character demo as well. So, you know, keep me abreast if anything comes out about that. But I thought this was really fun. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed our time, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, whatever you feel like. And I'll see you around town, guys. Thanks for another fun video. See ya.